All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else. In the video I'm bringing you today, we are going to be covering the bound armaments changes for the Stamina Sorcerer. Now, these changes were not covered in the patch notes when I released them. They forgot to post them in the patch notes. This is actually a pretty big change. They were talking about doing Stamina Sorcerer identity. Here it is. Bound Armaments. Arm yourself with the power of Oblivion for 40 seconds, causing your light and heavy attacks to summon a bound weapon for 10 seconds up to 4 times. You can reactivate the ability for half cost to arm the weapons, causing them to strike your target for 35-22 physical damage every 0.3 seconds. When we buff up, it says 3804 physical damage every 0.3 seconds. So we have 4 of these, so it lasts over 1.2 seconds, so 14, it's around 15k damage. 15.2k damage over 1.2 seconds. It's a lot of damage over a short period of time, guys. It's a cheap cost. While slotted, your max stamina is increased by 8% and light attack damage is increased by 10%. So the damage is there. The skill is there to fit on our bar. The question is how does it work? Now, I want to show you guys what I'm running so you guys know that, I'm not cheesing a build, so you don't think I'm just running a ton of weapon damage to like scale this up and make it look more impressive. I'm running a very common build that has been run for a long time. We were running Spriggans, Black Rose Dual Wield, Bloodspawn, Fury. And then we are all weapon damage. Obviously, I'm getting a little bit more weapon damage because I am wearing Divines, but I don't think that's a big deal for this test. It's an extra 100. It's not a big deal at the end of the day. So it's giving us roughly around what we should be. So it says 3,800 damage. Say it's like 3,700 physical damage. So it is a lot of burst. And now the question is can we line it up? What does it look like? How does it function? What can we do to line it up to get it to function properly? So when you activate the skill, you get this purple glow. When you light attack, you get a dagger above your head. You get another dagger. Every light attack will proc a dagger. When you get to 4, you can cast, and then it does all this damage. Now keep in mind, guys, you don't have to cast it at 4. If you have 1, you can cast it. It's just one of those things where, yeah, even a heavy attack only gives you 1. So light attacks give you 1, heavy attacks give you 1. So that's what the skill looks like. You can animation cancel it. So if we go in and we do our light attack D-swing combinations, and we animation cancel it, that's what it looks like. And so when I'm looking at the skill, I obviously see a skill that has a lot of burst. It provides a bunch on our front bar, a bunch of max stamina, and our light attack damage is increased by 10%. So it looks like it kind of has to fit next patch, like it kind of has to go on our bar because it's just giving so much. Now the question is how can we line this up for burst? And I'm not saying, guys, I've only been looking at this for a little bit now. This is the first day I've actually been looking at Stamina Sorcerer. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm just saying that, because D-Swing no longer CCs, we're going to have a hard time, lining this all up. So what I think you can do, guys, is I think you hit this, you Fear, and you Dawnbreaker. I know it's obviously not very fast. It's not whatever, but it is a ton of burst that all of a sudden comes out at the same time, and then you can make them eat with Turn Evil. And so I think that's a good idea, or maybe that doesn't seem right. Maybe we proc it, and then we do Turn Evil to Fear, and then we summon it to make sure that they eat that damage. So honestly, guys, I think it's kind of nice. Like D-Swing's biggest issue has always been that it's easy to walk into. It's been easy to kind of avoid, like smart players, when it's not laggy, they'll just kind of like walk into you. And so oftentimes when you're running D-Swing, you just have to hope one of them lands. And so against a smart player, D-Swing only lands maybe 1, 2 out of 10 times. It's just not, it's not very easy. And so now, this gives you a chance to have burst without using a cast time ability. So you slam a couple D-Swings. If it doesn't work, you can hit this and you can Dawn Break, and maybe that'll give you enough bursts since it's not a cast time, and then you have your one cast time ultimate, or maybe you Fear, do that, and then do your Dawnbreaker or whatever. So I don't know the best way to go about doing it is. Maybe it's a back bar thing. Maybe you run a bow and dual wield, or 2H Stam Sork, and from a bow you cast it, and then you switch. Maybe you do the bow, you drop a bow ulti, and then you go in, and then you just turn evil, and then you start executing. Maybe that's the way you go about doing it. I honestly don't know, guys. I think I'll leave this up to your own creation. I'm going to keep theory crafting it myself, but those are my kind of thoughts with the skill. I think it's very interesting. I don't think it's necessarily bad. The tooltip damage is there, obviously, like 15k damage over 1.2 seconds. It's really nice burst. It's potential to get executes, and it's exactly what Stamina Sork needs. So it'll be interesting to see how people line it up. If you guys have any tips for me on how you'd like to see this employed, or what you think would work to get it employed, please comment in the section below. I will be going over the Clan Fear in the next video. Want to discuss that one as well. But that's the end of this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.